and you grab the towel rack, and you lock the throttles, and you put your head back because you know that you're going to get the ride of your life in the next couple seconds. You get thrown back, then it's a rush.
The GW can launch a plane every 20 to 30 seconds. But if getting the jets into the air seems like a feat, getting them back down is even harder.
5.2 auto. Roger, ball auto.
Landing on a carrier is a gut-wrenching controlled crash, known in Navy jargon as a trap.
A trap is a term we use for an arrested landing. That's when the aircraft its tail hook successfully engages one of the wires and it comes to an arrested landing.
To stop the planes from plunging into the sea, 4 cables are stretched across the deck. The pilot maneuvers the plane so that its tail hook grabs one of these arresting wires, dragging the plane to a stop. Below the flight deck, huge hydraulic pistons release the wires.
Right now we're in arresting gear engine room number 3. This is the heart of the arresting gear system. This is actually the cable down here that's going to pay out on deck when an aircraft catches a wire. Basically, this is 1950s technology at its best.
In the cockpit, approaching pilots brace for the impact of slowing from 140 miles per hour to 0 in just 2 seconds and 300 feet.
Plane's about to catch a 3-wire. Okay, now all that purchase cable just paid out on deck. We have about 800 foot of cable on deck.
Once the plane has come to a stop, the arresting wire is reset and readied for the next landing approach.
It's about a 1.5 second deceleration. That's like nothing you've ever felt before. The first time it happened to me, I couldn't believe what happened, and I sort of jerked forward and I got a face full of knee in my up into my helmet. That feeling is a great feeling, though. Once you get stopped, you know, oh, I caught a wire, I'm safe.
Guiding each pilot down is the LSO, perched precariously on the end of the flight deck.
LSO, landing signal officer. We're responsible for getting the airplanes aboard, the pilots, their crew, and get them on board in a short amount of time, but in the safest manner as well. All LSOs are pilots. The LSOs need to put themselves almost inside the cockpit. What we can see on the platform, sometimes the pilot cannot see as they're coming down the chute.
Little power.
When the jet comes aboard, it's an exhilarating feeling. There's nothing like having a jet 15 to 20 feet to your left there and just hearing the roar for the engines and knowing that you're responsible for that guy coming aboard. It's a pretty cool feeling.
During these exercises, pilots will repeat this takeoff and landing procedure over and over again.
On a practice mission, you'll launch off the carrier, you'll get your gas, you'll practice fighting your way into a simulated target. We'll drop some practice bombs, we'll find the tanker again, and then we're going to come back and land on the aircraft carrier.
As each pilot touches down, the LSO grades the landing. But there's more at stake than pilot ego. Bad grades can cause pilots to lose their carrier qualifications.
Grading the pilot when they come aboard is probably the highest competition we got right now.
Everybody in this ready room is a type A personality. We want to be number 1, and that's what got us in here. It's what makes us good at what we do.
You can go out and do a great mission, you can go into a target, drop your bombs, shack the target, and if you come back and you fly a lousy pass of the ship, that ruins your whole day.
Coming aboard and getting an OK pass, which is the best grade you can get, it's kind of like getting an A+ on an exam. I mean, it's a real satisfying feeling. You're walking up, your head's a little higher.
It's not only the LSOs that are watching us. With the closed-circuit TVs out there, basically everybody on the ship is watching you as you come aboard. So the LSOs are giving you your grades, but every ready room, every maintenance control space, everywhere, you got 5,000 people usually watching all the passes, and everyone's doing their armchair quarterback and then grading your pass too. So that's where you sort of gain your reputation, because that's where everybody here sees your performance.
When we come back, bridge operations, ship's self-defense, and how to cook for 5,000. From his perch atop the superstructure, William McCarthy, the George Washington's captain, keeps a watchful eye on ship's operations.
This is probably the best office in the Navy. I'd say maybe the best office in the world. It's truly a corner office, and it's got all the essential pieces of equipment that I would need to maintain situational awareness while we're conducting operations.
130, indicate 25 RPM. All engines ahead, 130, indicate 25 RPM line.
When we're flying, we continuously make small corrections. So as the wind shifts around slightly, then we will make a degree or two change here and then maybe back the other way over the course of the launch and recovery cycle. The bottom line of our training is to prepare the ship and the airwing for combat operations wherever they're required.
In a combat situation, the most important room on the ship is the Combat Direction Center.
I'm one of the 3 TAOs, or Tactical Action Officers, on board, and our job here is self-defense of the ship. The Air Department up on the flight deck, they're responsible for launching and recovering aircraft. We're responsible for making sure that when those aircraft come back that they have some place to land. This is definitely one of the most, if not the most, advanced warships in the world. It's decades ahead of anything anybody else has.
But ship self-defense doesn't just mean weaponry and tactics anymore. In the wake of anthrax attacks in the U.S., the ship's medical staff is on alert against the threat of bioterror.
We have drills on a regular basis for biological and chemical attack because there are a variety of biological agents that we would also have to identify that would be different because the risks to the crew members are different.
With up to 6,000 sailors, the GW is a floating city, and she runs like one. There's a dentist's office, barber shop, general store, a post office, gym, and even a TV studio. But just as with a civilian population, nothing is more basic than food. Feeding thousands of hungry sailors is almost as challenging as launching the planes.
We're open 22 out of 24 hours a day.
We feed a crew of approximately about 5,000 personnel. Each meal we do about 15,000 daily. This is MSSA Green. She's preparing pork chops. I think I ordered approximately about 600 pounds of pork chops. This is one of the main entrees for the dinner meal tonight. Smile for the camera, Green. Fresh baked dinner rolls by my bake shop staff. They normally prepare over 2,000 portions of dinner rolls per meal. That fresh smell of fresh baked bread does something to the crew. This is MS-1 Johnson, S2 Division LPO, sampling one of our fresh made dinner rolls for the dinner meal. Awesome. Bravo Zulu. Good job.
Though the GW is massive, 6,000 sailors take up a lot of room, and space is at a premium. Enlisted men sleep in 8x4 curtained bunk beds, with a small storage area below and a locker for personal belongings. That's about all the privacy they get.
Being on a carrier with this many people, anybody that's going to tell you that it's easy, it's not. It's hard. And there are very few people on the ship that get a chance to be alone at any point in a given day.
The crew is a diverse group, but most have one thing in common: youth. Their average age is 21. Women now account for 10% of the crew, but it wasn't always that way.
Well, I came on October 1st of 1998. There were no enlisted females at the time. It was basically me and 3,500 male sailors. It was a little uncomfortable because wherever you went, they knew, you can't hide the fact that you're a female. Everybody looked and said, well, why do we have women on board? What's going on? Is she a visitor? Is she leaving?
The GW crew spans rank, age, and gender, but they work together as one team.
We have 5,000 people out here, but each one of us are different, and each one of us has to understand each other. We have families at home, we have recreation, we have hobbies, we have interests, we have jobs, we have lives. We're people. I want everybody to understand that we're people, but we're all working towards one goal.
When no access returns, death-defying night landings, and dealing with disaster.
I think pretty much everyone knows that one friend didn't come back from a flight.
When pilots aren't flying, they're usually found headed in one direction.
This is the ready rooms, basically where the squadron officers will kind of hang out on the ship. We also do any sort of briefings in here before every flight, as this kind of the operations center for the entire squadron.
While the age of the F-6F Hellcat